Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back at it, and that means you are too. You are joining Tom and Steve on The Local Show, and we do appreciate that. We're broadcasting from the Zoey Advertising Studio, sponsored by Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. We're also on YouTube, so check that out at 3809 Zoey, 3809. And you'll see some video clips there as well. We champion local businesses, and it's great when you have a local business that has a huge success story, and one of those businesses out of a bunch but has enjoyed a lot of success is Jeff Rogers, the owner of the Angry Smokehouse and the Angry Garlic. How are you there, Jeff?
I am fantastic. How are you, sir?
Very good. Thank you for being here. I know that it's always busy. You know, people just look at you and, you know, they just assume that there's going to be a line. There's going to be a line to shake your hand. There's going to be a line to sit.
I don't understand why he's not the size of a piano with all this good food, quite
He's
frankly.
in great shape. Everybody's in better shape than us. What's going on?
Okay, so let's talk about the food, because I'm going to show it on
Yes.
YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you can take a look at this food.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, look at these things right here.
Look at this.
Because I'm going to eat them. And so there's, for radio listeners, which is most of the crowd right now, there's a delightful sausage, and there's some kind of a rib here and a broccoli thing. What is that?
It's a long stem artichoke. I brought you a little bit from the Smokehouse and a little bit from Angry Garlic today.
Which is nice, yeah.
All right. So how did you get into the business? Get a little closer to that, Mike. How'd you start this thing?
Both restaurants, or which one?
Sure, yes.
both.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Both. I've been doing this. September will be 33 years that I've been in this industry. And,
Really?
Yeah. And this is the Smokehouse was the third restaurant I opened up by myself. It's the 13th restaurant that I've opened up just in general. But the third one I've done solo. And, you know, I got into it when I was 16 years old, fell in love with it, and I never got out of it. You know,
Did you go to college or something for
I went to-
culinary?
How did you have time to do that? You opened 13 restaurants.
I went to 8 colleges.
That's what I like.
8. I went to 8. I traveled a lot because I used to go to different resorts and bartend and then run a restaurant. And wherever I ended up, I'd take more classes at the college that happened to be closest to where I was living.
You seem so level-headed for that type of a lifestyle. Because, you know, and I've been in the entertainment business for 100.5 years. And you know, a lot of people that are in your business are just, well, a little bit wacky. But you seem to be very level-headed. You're a good person in general. All those great things. How are you so grounded?
Family life.
Yeah?
Yep. My wife and my kids keep me grounded.
That's wonderful.
Really was good. But it also helps having the staff that I have in place. You know, I have a staff that I can walk into work every single day, and whether it's Angry Garlic or Angry Smokehouse, and I know I can walk away from the restaurant, whether it's for an hour or for 4 days.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be in shambles.
How can you do that? So many people are having a difficult time attracting and keeping staff. What's the secret sauce to doing that? Because that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
It is a big deal, and I'm extremely blessed. But I'm not sure what the secret is to keeping staff. What I know is that what my wife and I do at the restaurants, it works. And it's pretty simple, which is just treat them like family. Treat them with respect. Give them time off. You know, at Angry Garlic, we discovered very quickly that giving the staff appreciation. The second week of the New York State Fair, we shut down for a full week, and we give them all a paid week's vacation.
How about who does that? That's
Right.
That makes a statement.
Why did you have to shut down?
They didn't. They chose.
We
to.
don't have to. We choose to. It's one of the slowest weeks of the year.
Oh.
You know, as well as the week last week was another slow week. You know, the going back to school week. It's always a very, very slow week for the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
But we chose the slowest week of the year, which for us is the first full week of the New York State Fair.
Okay.
And we said, you know what, shut it down and let's give the staff a.
But think
a
about
full-
that.
But you're paying them.
We're paying
The
for
staff
my gosh,
gets to
that's
spend
awesome.
time. It's the end of summer.
Yep.
They get time with their family. That's a wonderful thing. So you became one of America's wonderfulest, tastiest something or another.
Tell us about this award. Yeah, how did you get involved with that?
America's Best Restaurants. They paid us a visit. I want to say close to 7 months ago now. As a surprise. Out of the blue.
Okay.
Yeah, they sent us an email. Said we're going to come visit you. We had a bunch of people write in about your restaurant. We want to come and check it out. They came and checked it out, and after a couple hours, they stood up, shook our hand, and said, "You are one of America's best restaurants. We're going to feature you."
Oh, that's incredible.
It was pretty awesome. It was pretty.
Now,
It was
how does that roll out? What does that mean? Can someone see it, hear it? What
they're
happens?
going to come. It's going to be web-based only. It's not on television. From what I understand, Food Network owned it or does still currently own it. Elton Brown was a part of it.
Got it.
And then they set up this date to come and do a live filming. It's like any other
sometime
Food
in the
Network
next
show.
few months that's happening?
Well, it was supposed to happen September 1st,
Okay.
but they announced it without telling me. And that was during Staff Appreciation Week.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha, right.
So I had to I emailed them. I'm like, the restaurant's shut down.
It's a little quiet.
I'm not going to have my staff come back from this vacation.
Yeah,
I promised them and do it. So they're like, not a problem. We'll roll it out in the spring because they're going to be back in town in the spring.
What would be even funnier if he said, "Yeah, we're out of business." Sorry, you missed your opportunity.
So where are the restaurants located?
Both the restaurants, 29 Oswego Street in Baldwinsville for Angry Garlic, 33 Water Street in Baldwinsville for Angry Smokehouse.
So the ones right in the canal. They're right both near the water.
Yeah, they're
actually.
right both near the water. This Angry Garlic is right in the village at the Four Corners, a block away from the water, and the Smokehouse is literally right on the Seneca River at the lock.
How do you come up with this great food? I mean, it's not just
It's a fair question.
Yeah, because I eat a lot of different places, and I've been a disc jockey for 40 years, so I'm going to these different venues, but nothing quite tastes like your stuff, man. I mean, I could sit there and eat all day.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
it's a
how?
group effort. It's not just me. I can't take full credit. I'm a big part of writing the initial menu when we open up the restaurants, but then after that, it's game on. I want the entire staff involved. So every time we do a menu change, which is 3 to 4 times a year, I reach out to the staff and say, here's what we're switching out: 3 apps, 3 entrees, 3 large plates, 2 desserts, and 2 soups. Send me what you got.
Why do you switch it if it's so terrific?
I keep a small menu, and I keep a small menu purposely because I want to have the ability to. I want to get the guests excited, so they know every single fall AG and the Smokehouse are going to
But
be
what
rolling
if
on
I
the menu.
was like this rib that I just devoured? I want that rib with that flavor. We don't do it anymore. Oh, come on. I mean, isn't there some of that going on?
There is, absolutely. Yeah, I have some guests that come in and they look at the menu. They didn't see on Facebook or Instagram or any of the social media marketing that we're switching up a menu. They come in and it's a different menu. They're like, wait, where's that burger I just had last week? Where is that burger?
Right.
I'm like, it's not on the menu, but you have to try this burger. You got to try this one. If you don't like it, I'll eat it.
So, all right. So we were talking earlier that the restaurants are highly participated upon. Lots of people there. If you want to get in early, you said 3 to 5. Most days you can own the place. Come on in.
Yeah.
You can get there on the weekends, all those other times. But if you don't want to wait, maybe you're
Now you're giving away the secret, though.
Well, maybe you're older. Maybe you're older like Tom, and you eat dinner at 3 in the afternoon. that works. But wow, that is exciting, and congratulations, truly.
Thank you so much.
They don't. That's a big deal.
Yeah, you have some wonderful stuff going on over there, and like I say, just the way that you treat people. I've sent people over, and I think I always say, not only is the food fantastic, but he's a really great person if you've ever met him. And everybody who comes in contact with you says you're a great person.
You talking to me, Tom?
That's no, they don't say that, Steve. but with you, they do say that. Thank you so much, Jeff, for all you do. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for bringing us some food too. We appreciate that.
Of course.
Okay, that's going to wrap things up, Steve. So
There
I'm
we
going to
go.
let you finish your meal and
The weekend.
all that, and weekends in
On a
full
Dr. Grown
progress.
Saturday, and all kinds of
Parade of Homes in full swing. Everything's going on.
Dig in.
All right. On behalf of the local show, Zoey Advertising, and Tom and Steve, God bless you and your families. Take a walk today and every day with a friend or family member. That keeps the weight down and the mind clear. The local show is heard every Saturday morning from 11 to 1, and then again on Sunday morning from 7 to 9. Listen together with a friend. Until next week, get down to business and keep doing business locally. Tell your friends about the local show right here on 570 WSYR, 1069 FM, the iHeartRadio app, and on YouTube at Zoey Advertising 3809.